Thank you. So WAFB I-TEAM now, where this deputy, Travis Clay Depew, is accused of stalking. He is now out of a job tonight.
Our lead investigator, Scotty Hunter, was the first to report his resignation, which a legal expert says now raises even more questions.
We now know Travis Clay Depew was allowed to quietly resign Friday, according to someone inside the Jackson Town Hall. We're told it happened the same day the WAFB I-TEAM exposed he had been arrested in West Feliciana Parish accused of stalking.
He's innocent until proven guilty, but stalking charges at their core are someone that doesn't take no for an answer.
This is not the first time the deputy has found himself in trouble with the law. At the time of his latest arrest, he was on probation after being convicted of roughing up a teenager at a gas station.
This is an officer who has already been arrested one time, convicted of a charge, and then serving probation, getting arrested again. Is this someone who deserves to be a law enforcement officer?
Well, you know, I don't know if he deserves it or not, but it certainly raises the question mark of when's enough going to be enough? Like, what if you're not going to fire someone on the first arrest, if you're not going to fire someone on the second arrest, at what point, like, what do they need to do for you to take it seriously?
Legal analyst Franz Borgard says the concern now is that because Depew was allowed to resign instead of being fired, he might pop up at another law enforcement agency despite his legal trouble.
In this case, there's a high enough profile nature to the case that I don't think he'll be able to hopscotch, so to speak, to the next law enforcement agency. But it's possible. And it's always a possibility when you do a quiet disposition of an employment like that.
In fact, that's already happened. Back in 2021, the I-TEAM exposed his prior stalking arrest, which got him fired from the Point Capiz Sheriff's Office back in 2017. Those charges were later expunged from his record, but not before he was hired in Jackson.
A law enforcement agency that does investigation for a living, it feels like they should better vet their police officers. The other issue that you need to be concerned about is this a nepotism hire where, yeah, he got fired from Point Capiz, but we're going to hire him because he knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. That happens all the time.
When we called the agency this morning to confirm Depew's status, someone hung up on us, then repeatedly refused to pick up the phone when we called back. Borgard calls it a lack of transparency that raises even more questions about what's going on in Jackson.
When you're stonewalled, when they hang up on you or they don't answer your questions, it begs the question, what is going on? Like, what are they hiding? What else are they hiding? It's the opposite of transparency, and we just are living in a world right now that that's no longer acceptable.
That same deputy was facing a civil lawsuit after being convicted of choking a teenager back in 2021. We're told that lawsuit has since been settled. Guys?
All right, Scotty Hunter for us tonight. Thank you.